So you have.
How'd you call it DUI?
So
you didn't get me out of a car.
So listen to me.
Hey, Thug, come record this.
I'm gonna read you your rights.
I'm gonna read you your
rights.
Come record this. Come close.
Can I read you your rights?
No, you can't.
Okay.
No, you can't.
So you have. I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read them, and you're gonna tell me what you want to do. Okay.
March 31st, 2025, Florida. A driver crashed into a cement roller at an active construction site and fled into a waiting car. The occupant in the back seat spent the encounter insisting he was an untouchable passenger. This analysis covers the traffic stop versus criminal investigation distinction, the show-up identification, the wheel witness doctrine, and implied consent refusal.
What did it hit, this?
The witness said a male got in this car that was driving the other car and took off. This isn't a traffic stop.
Talk to the driver. Shut my door, please.
I need you to step out.
What's your badge number?
7375. Can you get out of the vehicle for me?
Can you please tell me your badge number?
7375. Can you get out of the vehicle
and
for me?
I'm in the back seat, right?
This is not.
Call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Call the supervisor and talk to your supervisor. Mom, they just pulled me out the car, Mom.
You never needed me, right? Man, stop lying, man. Step back, please.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, right here. Here's the talk to you right here. All right,
I don't need to talk to him. You need to talk to him.
Yes, ma'am. All right, we're doing road construction. We got this lane closed down. My roller's rolling the asphalt. I'm sitting over in my truck. The van or whatever that is hits that. The dude that's driving this car is leaving in that car over there.
Hello. Who is the driver of that car in here? Where'd he go? This car?
With the officer getting mixed up, the construction workers point him towards the correct car to try again.
Hey, can you roll this window down for me, please?
Yeah, sure. Let my window down.
Okay, are you guys coming?
My window down. They ain't got no reason for me to let my window down.
Where are you guys coming from?
I'm sorry?
Where are you guys coming from?
Where are we coming from? We just taking
Where at?
At 306.
Can you get that construction guy do a show up down here? The guy with the handlebars.
Bring him in my car.
Yeah. All right. So, was anybody involved in an accident? So they're saying they were at Suite 306. The construction guy said the driver of that vehicle that wrecked got into a black Altima, left the scene. I saw it leaving. I flew behind it. They said none of these people in this car were in an accident. So
He's going to get
the construction guy that saw him.
the damage.
Well, it was the other vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
The vehicle's still there.
Yeah, he's all bloody on his right leg.
So, what happened to his leg there? Can you roll this window down so I can talk to him? Can you roll all your windows down? At this point, we're conducting a criminal investigation. Okay? Sir, do you have an ID on you?
I ain't got no window. I ain't got nothing.
Okay, what's your name?
I ain't got to tell you my name. I'm in the back seat. I'm a passenger.
So, I'm not investigating a traffic stop.
Sir, if you got a passenger stop, you need to talk to the driver.
This isn't a traffic stop.
Talk to the driver.
Can you put your window down for me?
Talk to the driver.
I need you to step out of the vehicle for me.
Hold on. I'm for the record.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Hold on.
Sir, can you get out of the vehicle for me?
I got this right now. Hold on. Wait. I got all this on record. I got all this on record. Hold on.
Can you step out of the vehicle for me?
Cause he worrying about me. You open. Shut my door, please.
I need you to step out.
What's your badge number?
7375. Can you get out of the vehicle for me?
Can you please tell me your badge number?
7375. Can you get out of the vehicle
and
for me?
I'm in the back seat, right?
This is not what we're doing right now, okay?
Can you please call your supervisor, sir?
She's right there. She's right there. She told me to get you out of the car, okay?
Well, can you tell your supervisor to come see me?
She's right there.
I'm in the back seat. Tell your supervisor to come see me. I'm in the back seat.
Look to your right.
She's right there.
Tell your supervisor to come see me.
You can tell her yourself. She's right here.
I got my seatbelt on.
Your wife?
Hold on, Jason. You don't got to say nothing. Hold on.
No, I'm saying.
Hold on, Jason. Tell your supervisor to come talk to me.
No.
Tell your supervisor to come talk to me.
She's right here.
Okay. I'm in the back seat. Tell your supervisor to come talk to me.
Good.
You wanted to talk to me.
Hold on, Jason. Hold on.
What?
No, I'm just saying. Like, what he talking about?
I am the supervisor.
Okay.
Okay?
So why do you need to pull him out the car?
Hold on.
Because we are investigating an incident that has nothing to do with this Traffic stop?
But he's not driving.
Hold
So
on,
what's
hold
the problem?
I just told you.
So what's the problem?
We're investigating a crash.
Okay.
Okay?
Please don't hurt me.
But I need to
Because
know
we've
that.
been seeing a lot of footage of police
I
shooting
need
people.
to know that.
We terrified. I swear to God, we scared right now.
I need to know that
We
nobody's
terrified right
No
now.
one is going to
That's
hurt
why I'm
you.
reporting. I'm scared. My mom's calling me right now.
No one is going to hurt you.
My mom's calling me right now. I'm scared. Please, she's crying.
Okay.
You scared right
well,
now.
everybody's drunk right now.
No.
No,
I didn't say you.
I'm good.
Okay, but they've been drinking, clearly.
Why y'all got my door open?
Listen.
Roll King.
I'm listening.
Listen. I've already asked. He's asked you for your identification. Okay?
I don't gotta get my identification up. I don't gotta get my identification up. Thank you. You need to talk to that person up there.
This is not.
Call your supervisor.
I am the
Call
supervisor.
the supervisor and talk to your supervisor. Hello?
Go ahead and shut your car off.
Hello?
The crash vehicle is down there. It's on.
So he came from that car.
Yes, I'm understanding it.
Oh, so he was in a different car.
driving the other vehicle
and jumped into that
they
car.
picked him.
Okay. So it's crashed over there down. What kind of car was it? Do you know?
It's crashed into the.
All right. Are you guys all good? What did it hit? This? Yeah, so I ran his tag, and it doesn't come back to an actual owner. It comes back to a company edible. But I do see some blood in the driver's seat, smeared where his knee would be. Sir, did you see him get out of here?
I was.
You didn't see him?
I was in shock, man.
Oh, I got you.
I was in shock.
You're good. Okay, but you didn't see who it was or anything?
I don't know.
65.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Who was the worker that saw the?
This is the operator that was running the roller.
Who was the? So he saw who it was.
And me.
Okay, and you?
Yep.
You mind coming with me and do a show up down here?
Yep.
All right.
I ride with you?
Yeah. You're gonna have to get in the back because I got a lot of stuff
Oh,
on
do
there.
I got to put my hands behind my back?
No,
All right.
not at all.
As long as you don't tase me.
So what exactly happened? I didn't see. Or
We was working in that
Yep.
team, and he got in. He's drunk. I'd say
Yeah.
he was messed up on something bad, and he come in our lane closure, run down there and ran into the back of that roller.
Yeah. Even when they haven't been drinking, people are.
Sir,
Even when they haven't been drinking, people are just.
nah, he couldn't stand up.
Yeah. I've been running radar right down here trying to catch people coming through.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I said, if you don't mind just hanging out in the car real quick, make sure it's safe for you to get out.
Can y'all shut my door, please?
No, we got to keep it open.
We'll keep it open there.
Okay.
Can y'all let us go?
Nope.
Okay, so what y'all got to say to us?
We're getting witnesses to identify.
Why do you got the back door open and just the driver who's supposed to that you pulled over?
We're not investigating this car. We're investigating a crash with another car.
Okay, so why do you got the back door open?
Because the witness said a male got in this car that was driving the other car and took off. So he's on his way here. He's on his way here to identify you. I'm going to roll your window up a little bit so we can't see inside you. See anything you recognize?
Yes, sir. That's him.
The subject's argument, "I'm in the back seat, talk to the driver," applies to traffic stops, not criminal investigations. Pennsylvania versus Mimms in 1977 and Maryland versus Wilson in 1997 authorize exit orders in traffic stops predicated on traffic code violations. This contact was predicated on eyewitness accounts of a hit-and-run criminal offense. Under Terry versus Ohio in 1968, officers may detain all occupants of a vehicle when they have reasonable, articulable suspicion that the vehicle was used in a crime. Every occupant was either a suspect or a material witness. The subject's rear seat position was legally irrelevant. The subject's sustained refusal to exit during a valid criminal investigation satisfied all elements of Florida Statute Section 843.0 to 2 resisting without violence before the show-up identification even occurred. The statute requires knowing and willful obstruction of an officer in the lawful discharge of official duties. No physical resistance is required. He earned that charge entirely through non-compliance with a constitutionally authorized exit order during a criminal investigation. The show-up identification at sub 252 is evaluated under Neal v. Biggers in 1972. 5 factors: opportunity to view, degree of attention, prior description accuracy, level of certainty, and time between crime and confrontation. Here, the roller operator had direct, unobstructed view of the driver getting out of the crashed vehicle. He documented specific behavioral details: stumbling, disorientation. The identification was made immediately with high certainty, and only minutes had elapsed since the crash. All 5 Biggers factors favor reliability. The officer's partial window roll before the witness approached reflects awareness of suggestiveness and an attempt to mitigate it. The wheel witness is a specific evidentiary category in DUI prosecution. Florida Section 316.193 requires proof of driving or actual physical control. When a defendant is found away from the driver's seat, circumstantial evidence of operation is contestable. A wheel witness eliminates that contest through direct testimony. The roller operator's confirmation at sub 421, "Yes, sir, he was in the driver's seat," establishes the operation element directly. Combined with blood in the driver's seat, a right leg injury consistent with crash impact, and the eyewitness account that the driver was visibly drunk, the DUI probable cause was well established before the implied consent question arose.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna get out of the car, okay?
You let him go my seatbelt. Hey, he pulling me out the car.
Yep.
He
Let's
pulling
go.
me out the car. Record this. Record this. Record it. Record it. Go. Record it on your phone.
Step out.
Listen, look at me. He's pulling me out. I swear to God. Look. They pulling me out. They pulling me out the car, bro. I'm not doing nothing, bro. Y'all pulling, man. They pulling me out, man. Bro, they pulling me out and pulling me in handcuffs right now. They pulling me out and pulling me in handcuffs right now, man.
Is this one locked?
They just pulled me out the car, man.
All right, go ahead and put him here.
Matter of fact,
Stay in the car.
Grab that phone.
Stay in the car. Stay in the
grab
car.
that phone, Jack.
Stay in the car.
Grab that phone.
I'm giving you a lawful
Grab that phone,
order.
Jack. Jack,
You got
get
it?
that phone.
Okay.
Sir,
What's up?
can you please listen? I'm a comprehend. I swear to God, I'm a comprehend. Sir, I'm listening. Y'all take me there, whatever.
I'm
That's
just doing an
fine.
investigation right now.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's fine.
All right, we're good.
Can I please let all my phones go, whatever? Can I get some socks on, sir, please?
You have socks on.
Please. Listen. Why y'all grab me though? Man, why y'all got me out here like this without no shoes on, man? Hey, Phil.
You have anything on you that's sharp?
Nah, man.
Any
I ain't
knives,
got
needles?
I don't. You can search me, bro. I don't know.
He's about to, but I'm just saying, don't go reaching
Search
when
me
you
first. Search me first.
He's searching you right now.
Hey, get your phone. No, that phone on the back of your trunk. Get the phone on the back of your trunk. That's your phone. Down there, get your phone on the back of the trunk. That's all I got, bro.
So you got nothing else?
Man, you can search me, bro. You don't search
You're good,
me,
you're
dog.
good, you're good.
I don't got no money on me. I don't got nothing.
Watch your head, right?
Can y'all tell me what's my proper cause of me getting arrested? It don't matter.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer or whatever.
Right.
Court or whatever. However you want to do it, it's fine. Because I didn't do anything.
All right.
And I know who did what. And I know who did this. And I know who did what.
Okay.
So what's my proper cause for me being in the back seat right now? Do I have any proper cause for me being in the back seat?
All right, sir. So I'm no longer investigating a crash, okay? I'm switching hats. Now I'm going to be investigating a DUI, okay? So you have
How did you call it DUI?
So
you didn't get me out of a car.
So listen to me.
Hey, Thug, come record this.
I'm going to read you your rights.
Come
I'm going to
record
read
this,
you your
Thug.
rights.
Come record this. Come close.
Can I read you your rights?
No, you can't.
Okay.
No, you can't.
So
You
you have.
can't.
I'm going to
Thug,
read
come
them.
here.
I'm going to
Record
read them,
this.
and you're going to tell me what you want to do, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
When did you pull me over from driving?
Do you understand the rights I've explained to you?
Come on, stop playing.
It's just a yes or no. Do you understand the rights?
Man, you didn't pull me over. You didn't do none of that, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Do you understand your rights?
Stop playing. Like,
do you want to talk to me now?
I feel like you should let me go, honestly.
I
wasn't driving. When did you pull me over when I was driving?
Do you understand the rights I've explained to you?
What's your badge number, sir?
7375. I've told you 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Okay,
Officer Gagnon.
I can ask you that a million times.
Okay, and I can ask you this a million times, but I can't talk to you until you answer this question.
Did you pull me over?
You don't want to talk to me? Okay.
You keep saying, did you pull me over?
No.
Get back.
Get back.
If you step off that sidewalk one more time, you're going to jail.
Okay, my bad.
He was up there.
Huh?
He was at the scene.
He was at the scene of the signal.
That was all I remember. We was hanging out. I was getting ready to take her home. That was everything.
Did you drive him here?
Yeah, he was in my car in the backseat. Where y'all got him in the backseat.
Did you drive him from his house?
No, not from his house.
How did he get there?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I was in the car with my friend. That was it.
Were you drinking at 306?
I was, but I'm not drunk.
So you were drinking?
I'm good. Yes, I'm good.
You had someone to come get the car?
You want me to call somebody to come get the car?
To come pick you up and take the car.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the restroom.
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
Can she use the bathroom?
I don't know. So they got hit and run and then resisting. You didn't get out of the car when they asked him to.
You want me to bring this back and then come back? Okay. Was he in the driver's seat?
Sorry?
Was he in the driver's seat?
This guy?
Yeah. No. Yeah, the guy you just identified.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he was in the driver's seat. Okay. You're what we call a wheel witness.
I can't hear you.
You're what we call a wheel witness.
I got you.
So you're the one that's going to put him behind the wheel of the car.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you helping out. So what, his car smashed into the back end of your roller, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You go grab that. This guy got info on him.
Identification so that whenever it all
right.
goes down.
So you're not hurt or anything like that, right? No, I don't think that thing can move that.
Pretty solid lick.
Yeah, it was.
So he was driving this car?
Yes, sir.
And he got into the other car?
Whenever I was coming across the road, he was getting out.
Right.
The guy in the white shirt had pulled up sideways in the road. He got out, stumbling around, got back in his car, kept saying, "What's going on? What happened? What happened?" He goes to get in the little white car, the guy in the white shirt down there. He gets in it. I told him, "Don't haul him off or you're going to be involved." Well, then about that time, I come out of this parking lot. I'm on dispatch. The girls come across here. He gets out of his car. They get him and towed him across here.
So the driver of this car actually got in the guy's car?
He's got in the passenger seat of the guy that's in the white shirt.
Yep.
He got in the passenger seat of his car, but he did not move him. He got scared that he was fixing to go down with him.
Hey, the guy in the white shirt on the sidewalk. So the telling me that he got the driver of the car that he identified actually got in his car and he was going to drive him off.
Okay.
And then they ended up getting him out because the other person showed up and he got in the back of that car.
Okay.
All right. Were you facing in the direction of the car, so you saw it coming, or you were facing the other
I was
way?
backing up, right?
Yeah.
Doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah.
And then I seen the car coming towards me.
Yeah.
So I tried to. This is why I had stopped that right here. I stopped right here because I seen the vehicle approaching, and I tried to roll forward to get out of its way, but it couldn't happen.
Start walking. Yeah, start walking this way.
They're gonna move the car in the parking lot though. Why are they?
You good?
I don't. You know why they're moving? I don't know. They're moving my car so we don't get no DUIs.
Yeah,
We don't want that.
We'll explain everything once we get out the road. All right.
We definitely don't want that.
What's up?
I appreciate you letting them down, man. I'll let you.
Say that again.
I said I appreciate you for letting the window down. I'll let you. I appreciate that. I say something.
Well, we're not gonna roll the window back down, all right?
I gotta say something. How y'all gonna put me out the back seat and do all that? It don't make no sense.
I know. Stand by, bro. He doesn't have an ID on it, but it's just the. Okay. I don't know if you heard me telling, but the car is registered at a company.
Probably
so, right.
Where you at? Okay, let me see if you can get me. I'm at second. I'm up. Bro, why you yelling? The police right here. Come on.
Hello?
Can they bring
Lieutenant.
somebody to my car?
So we just, he's a little, everybody here has a little bit too much to drink. So we don't want anyone to get a DUI. One of the gentlemen involved in one of the cars, he did a hit and run. So he's going to jail, but we got 3 here that we're standing here with that need assistance getting home so nobody gets a DUI. At Chester's in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. At least hit and run. I don't know what else, but at least leaving the scene of a crash and resisting. I guess he wasn't cooperating with the officers whenever they were trying to.
Good with that?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I'm going to read you something, okay?
Go ahead. Read.
I'm now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. Will you take the test, yes or no?
Man, you ain't never read me nothing.
Yes or no?
You never read me nothing, bro.
Yes or no?
Over, bro. You pull somebody else over and
Okay, I'm asking you.
Yeah, like you knew who I was.
I'm asking you. I want to test. I want to test your breath, okay?
That's all I'm
Is it a yes or a no?
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no. Okay, so if you refuse to take the test that I have requested of you, driving privileges will be suspended for a period of if your driving privilege has been previously suspended, or if you have been previously fined under for refusing to submit a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended, or if you have been previously fined for a refusal to submit a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you will be committing a misdemeanor in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by law. Refusal to submit the test I have requested is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding. Do you understand what I've just read to you?
You saying all that. How you got me out of the backseat of a passenger? I was a passenger. How you gonna try me for a DUI and you got me out of the backseat?
All right, can you turn around for me? We're gonna go to the hospital.
Turn around. Take it. Do what you gotta do to me, bro. It's all good, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. Yeah, that's wrong, dog.
Okay.
For real, bro. You got me out of the backseat of a car, bro. That's wrong.
And we are allowed to do that.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, bro. So where you taking me at?
Hospital now.
For what?
The jail won't take you because of your injuries, so they need you to get cleared from the hospital for your leg there.
And this been happening whenever I got into a fight.
Okay.
Florida Statute Section 316.1932, implied consent, deems anyone operating a vehicle in Florida to have consented to a chemical breath test following a lawful DUI arrest. The advisory was read correctly at sub 546. The subject's refusal at sub 544 is admissible at trial under the statute's explicit provision at sub 563 through 564. The companion's spontaneous statement at sub 492, "They're moving my car so we don't get no DUIs," is admissible as a declaration against interest and independently confirms that the occupants understood DUI exposure existed and took action to frustrate. Investigation. The lead officer receives an A. The traffic stop versus criminal investigation distinction was correctly articulated and maintained throughout a confrontational encounter. The show-up procedure included precautionary steps to reduce suggestiveness. Miranda and implied consent were correctly administered, and the wheel witness framework was properly identified. The supervisor receives an A for timely response and accurate legal explanation. The subject receives an F. Every charge was generated through decisions made after officers arrived. The resisting charge was earned before the show-up. The DUI charge is established through a wheel witness and crash evidence. And the breath test refusal added admissible consciousness of guilt evidence without providing any protective benefit. 3 lessons. First, traffic stop rules do not apply to criminal investigation detentions. Terry v. Ohio provides independent authority to detain all vehicle occupants when the contact is predicated on reasonable suspicion of a criminal offense, not a traffic violation. A subject who asserts passenger rights designed for traffic stops during a criminal investigation misapplies the law and generates obstruction charges through that misapplication. Second, show-up identifications are admissible when the Neal v. Biggers reliability factors support them. Courts balance suggestiveness against reliability, and direct observation by an attentive witness moments after the crime produces a reliable identification, even in single-suspect format. Third, refusing a breath test under Florida's implied consent framework does not protect a suspect. The refusal is admissible evidence, triggers automatic license suspension, and permits the prosecution to argue consciousness of guilt. A subject identified by a wheel witness as visibly drunk, with blood in the driver's seat and a visible injury, who then refuses the breath test, has provided corroborating evidence of guilt without gaining any offsetting benefit. The implied consent refusal is not a constitutional right, it is a statutory choice with statutory consequences. Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts on the case in the comments below, and check out Street Bodycam for more police interaction and courtroom content.